Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 17 of... Wait. 17 of the I Hate Your Opinion
podcast.
Yes.
I've heard
back
some
to our usual
controversy.
setup.
Some controversy, Maddie.
Controversy?
I've heard that we're too friendly now. We don't hate on each other.
Oh, for real?
Enough. Yeah.
You know what, though? Like, I feel like I try to be in my best mood. Because sometimes, like, genuinely, I think I always come into the podcast, like, kind of in a bad mood.
Because I'm late?
And
or because I'm not organized?
Yeah, because he's not prepared. So, you know what? Then let me just talk about what I had just been telling Philip, okay? So I'll give myself some space to be a little upset just for the engagement, okay? If I have your permission.
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyways, I was saying we're back to our usual setup, and actually I haven't talked to Philip in a while because we recorded that episode with Austin kind of right after we filmed the episode 15. So those were kind of back to back, so it's been a while. Anyways, what I was saying is, so right now it's like 6:45, and Philip asked me what time do we want to record, and I was like, oh, when's good because I'm home already, we can do soon. And he said 6:30, okay? So I was like, okay. In my head, I'm like, okay, if I call him at 6:30, he's gonna be ready. I'm gonna answer the call. I'm gonna, my light and my camera and the clock is all set up. And we can start as soon as we call at 6:30 and start recording at 6:31, okay? He messaged me at 6:30. Can I have a few minutes? Thanks. I'm like, okay. To be set up or to call? And he didn't really answer me, so I was like, okay. At 6:33, he's gonna call me, and we're just gonna start recording at 6:34. He called me at 6:40, and on top of that, he wasn't even ready. So, like, I was telling him, I'm like, can you tell me when you're gonna be all set up? Can you tell me the time you're gonna be set up instead of telling me when you think you're gonna be ready, right? Because I'm just waiting here. I'm, like, ready. I got the lights. I got the camera at 6:30.
But
and he's like, give me a few minutes. And 10 minutes later, he calls me and he's still not ready. And then we start at 6:45. Be so for real. So I'd rather you tell me, like, oh, I will be set up at 6:45. I don't even care if it's late. Just tell me, because I'm like sitting here 15 minutes doing nothing, idle, NPC moment. And then and then, like, what? Am I a waste of time to you? I feel like that's so discourteous to another person.
I agree.
And I will say, I'm a hypocrite because I'm chronically late. I'm, like, chronically late to everything. But yeah, that's my angry moment. Is that enough for you viewers?
Yes, I think it's enough.
I do get upset at him for not being prepared because I think one of my biggest prides is in being prepared. So when I'm not prepared and I'm irresponsible, I, like, feel so terrible. I feel like a lot of things have happened since we recorded the last episode.
Has it?
In my life, personally. To me.
I know you started jujitsu.
How have you been? I did start jujitsu. Can you see my uniform right here? I did skip jujitsu today to film the podcast. But I think I need a break because I keep waking up and my, like, neck hurts. And I'm, like, so sore.
Wait,
it's
so
actually
what's going
crazy.
On, Maddie? Are people just permanently strangling you all the time in jujitsu?
Basically what happens is they run through, like, there's, like, a theme for, like, the technique. So it's, like, getting out of a headlock or getting out of, like, a guard on the ground. And there's, like, we do 3 times, like, of 5 minutes going back and forth with your partner. And luckily I've been able to just only do it with women so far. And it's been really fun. And then the last, like, 10 minutes, you spar. So you're in the same position as the techniques that you learned, but you're genuinely trying to get your partner into submission. And that part actually makes me really anxious because I don't know all, like, the tricks and stuff. So I'm always paired up with people who are higher in, like, the belt ranking than me. So I get nervous because I kind of just, like, raw dog it. I'm just like, like, trying to get out out as hard as possible. And on my second day, I kneed this girl in the freaking chin. It really wasn't hard. And she was low-key like, she was like, oh, I think it might be bleeding. But in my head, I was like, oh, did I really knee you that hard? But I still felt really bad. And then a week later, I found that she's only 18.
Maddie.
Because I was sitting next to her, and she was like, oh, are you in, like, because it was like our third class together or something. And she's like, oh, like, are you in college? And I was like, thank you. As I always am. And then she was like, I'm like, no. She's like, how old are you? I'm like, guess. And she's like, 22. And I was like, I'm 25. And you know what? It's not that far off, but still, I was quite flattered. But then when I told her I'm 25 and she was like, oh, I'm like, how old are you? And she's like, I'm 18. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like a grandma. Because if she's 18, you know that means she was born in 2007?
My gosh.
Oh. I feel like a grandma, literally. Like, there's either, like, full-grown men or, like, teenage boys and then, like, a couple girls. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, there's, like, a women's-only class, so I joined those on those days. And that's fun. And they're all so nice. I enjoy the vibe a little bit more with all the girlies. But, yeah, you do just wrestle people on the ground for the most part. But it's actually really fun, like, doing the movements and getting out of the headlock and, like, pinning someone down. That's pretty fun. And it's good cardio because at the end of it, I'm, like, so sore from, like, pulling against somebody else's, like, strength. And I'm, like, breathing so hard and, like, I'm, like, sweating. So the funness of it plus the cardio, I think, is really enjoyable because I get a good workout and I don't really notice it. So.
But what interests me, Maddie, is that you're enjoying jujitsu, but you hate touch, you hate contact with others, but now you like being touched by others, rolling around on the mat in your little jujitsu uniform.
Phillip, I feel like you misunderstand my relationship with physical touch. Okay, I think in my love languages, like physical touch is quite high. Okay, like I love.
So, do you
hugs.
not love me?
I do love you, but, like, I think it's different with guys, right? I haven't had to spar, like, a guy, and with girls, it's okay. I think with men, I just don't necessarily like being touched.
Interesting.
Like, and my dad is fine. My cat is fine.
Is your cat a man?
He's a boy, yeah. So, yeah. There was a, like, even, I don't know, I think it really just depends. Like, I do love you, and I'm never opposed to, like, hugs. Like, I think I hug my male friends a decent amount, but you specifically, I think you just give me the ick. Like, you make physical touch so, like, weird. You, like, do eggo and, like, I don't know. You low-key just give me the ick all the time. And I don't want to, like, give you that satisfaction. But in general, men, I don't necessarily like being touched. At work. Oh, like, I think I told you about this. Like, there was this coworker. He's, like, really close to my age. And he's very friendly with, like, everybody in the office. And everybody in the office, like, we're all super close. And, like, a lot of them are just really close friends to each other. And so he gives hugs to, like, all of the female coworkers, not in like a creepy way, I can tell, like just in a like, oh, I like a little brother kind of way, but like I think it's in his habit to like give hugs, like side hugs and stuff, but I don't want to be touched like by men I don't know, right? And so he kept doing it, and then I told him, I'm like, sorry, like can we like do a fist bump? I don't really like being touched. I'm so sorry. Like, can you not, like, hug me, like, without permission? And he was like, oh, yeah, sure. But then he kept doing it. And I was, like, a little annoyed. So, like, what I started doing, I started, like, physically, like, recoiling.
Oh, my God.
It feels kind of bad. But when that happened, like, one of my friends who doesn't work with me anymore, she was like, oh, Maddie, like, I'm so sorry, you know. I'm so sorry for, like, giving you hugs and, like, touching you, like, without permission. She's, like, so kind and sweet. And I was like, no, like, genuinely, it's just men. Like, I really don't care about women. Like, I just don't like being touched by, like, men I don't really know. And it's not because I've had, like, a bad experience anybody, right? It's just, like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't know you like that, especially if you're a man. I feel very wary around men. When I'm, like, walking around the grocery store, I will be so paranoid. Like, I don't even care who you are, unless you're, like, a child. Like, if you're a man, like, I know you're there, and I'm, like, scared. Um, but yeah, that's my backstory. Who do I hug my friends a lot. Like, I just, not you. I guess. Like, I won't touch, Austin. Now that Austin's a unlocked character, right? Like, I do not hug Austin. I'll, like, hug him when I'm leaving, but, like, I won't touch him at all. Like, Philip, I know when you're with Austin, you grab his arm, and you always do that to me. You grab his arm, and, like, I will not do that. Never. But I'll do that with all my female friends. I'll do that with my mom.
So the
My
only
cats.
way that you'll express like physical affection towards me or Austin is if we join jujitsu and we're
No!
like fumbling
Actually,
across the mat.
I'm trying to think. It would be fun to spar with you, but then again, it's like, I
But
know if you know, like, the certain, like, techniques, you can definitely subdue someone who's heavier than you.
yeah, I think
But
you would
at this point, I
destroy
don't know
me.
techniques.
But by the time that I like joined a jiu-jitsu class with
Maybe.
you, like I think you would destroy me because I'd be a complete noob, and then you would just
Well,
be like,
if you
"What
know, like, the techniques and, like, how to like, counter those techniques. Like, if you're just coming at with me with pure strength, or like some guys trying to kidnap me, like, I'm sure I could do something with, like, the little bit that I learned, but I'm sure I could still get knocked out, right?
interesting."
But yeah.
But how'd you get into this in the first place? It was kind of out of the blue. Like for me, like I have like random ideas. Like, oh, I want to like join an improv class, or I want to become a stand-up comedian. But like these ideas like ruminate and like grow in my head for
But
like a
Philip,
couple years before I like actually do it.
a couple
And
years.
yeah, but for you, you're just I think just randomly started doing jujitsu. It's like
Can I
out of the
can I
blue.
I want to psychoanalyze you, but so hold on to that thought. Okay. What was that? You don't like when I psychoanalyze you?
Not really, but go ahead. For the
Okay.
content,
Well,
I'll allow it.
no. Okay. I should answer your question first. So long time ago in college, we had like a women's like bonding outing, and we did like a self defense class with actually she just got engaged. This girl's boyfriend who did
Congrats.
jujitsu, and he taught us like self defense techniques, right? And I thought it was so fun. And honestly, I don't even know what we even did, but I just remember that it was fun. Okay, so that's like a little bit of it. Another thing is, I started like working out in my room, and that worked for a little bit, but I could not keep myself accountable. Like, it was so hard to just be like, oh, it was so easy to be like, oh, I'm just not going to do it today. I'll do it tomorrow or something like that. Or I don't need to. So that's another thing. And the class is like around $300 a month, a large sum of money, okay? But if it takes that for me to be like, okay, I have to go to make my money's worth, because I'm very also anxious about money, then it's like the money is my accountability partner, you know?
Yeah.
Another thing is, I think, like, I've just been hearing it. Like, it's like subliminal messaging. My coworker who left, so
Is it
sad.
because
He
everyone's
did
talking about
jujitsu.
the Jews these days? Like, Jew this, Jew that,
No,
Israel,
he did
Israel, Jew,
jujitsu.
Jew, Jew. And then jitsu. I don't know where you're hearing jitsu, but like all that messaging about the
No,
geopolitical climate is making you like, I need to
no,
learn
it's just straight
jujitsu.
up jujitsu.
Okay.
Um, and he was telling me how his like daughter does it, and she's like what, like 5, and I was like, oh, that's so fun. And then a girl at my church, she's also like 7 or something, and she's doing jujitsu. And this specific little girl at my church, she reminds me of me so much. So I don't know, maybe my mind was like making connections, and then for some reason I also started seeing a lot of like reels and TikToks on it, and I was like, you know what, like all of this combined, Like, let me just try it. So I did a trial class, and I enjoyed it so much. And I think what really helped me get into it was like the woman I sparred with my first day, my trial class. She was like a mom, and she teaches the little kids during the day, and she was so kind and patient with me. So I really enjoyed it, and then I just signed up that day because I was like, what else am I gonna do? And I had also been feeling very lazy. I'm like, "Ugh, I need a hobby. I need to do something like decently cool that isn't just like sitting at my computer all day." Um, and so yeah, it was just like a giant combination of things. And to be fair, like because the class is from 6 to 7, um, I have to shower and like get ready for bed like an hour. And by the time it's 8, and also I'm tired. So these days I actually haven't been playing League that like for so long anymore. And I think also exercising gives me like a lot of energy and like motivation to like get up and clean my room and stuff. And so all together it's been really fun. And I'm probably gonna go tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Really?
Isn't that pretty impressive? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the afternoon um I'm busy, so I can't go at night. So yeah,
I
just a
kind
lot
of
of things
don't.
coming together.
I don't see it. Like I don't see you going at 6 a.m. I don't think that's a Maddie thing to do.
Okay,
Have you
I know,
changed?
right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you. I was gonna go yesterday at 6 a.m. But like I kind of figured I wouldn't be able to wake up. Like I'm not gonna be able to go. Um, but the funny thing is, it's like I'll set my alarm for like 5:30, right? But I'll just like unconsciously just turn it off, right? But for some reason yesterday I woke up. I was fully awake and I could have fully went, but then for some reason I didn't want to go. Like something was like calling me to like just not go because I was like, "Oh, I'm going to be too tired. I'm going to nap during the day instead of working because I was working from home." So I was like fully awake and like I spent an hour just thinking about it. And you got a text from me at like 8 a.m. your time, but it was 5 my time, right? Do you remember? And I asked you, I'm like, can we record at 4? Because I'm working from home.
Right. Right.
And then
Right.
when you said sure, I was like, oh my gosh, like, thank you, Lord. Because like, I was like, I kept asking God, I was like, what do I do? Like, I don't feel like I want to go, but I need to go today. But I can't go at 6 because I'm going to record with Phillip. Um, and then so, yeah, God made a way. And then later we ended up not recording, so I still was able to go.
Good. Good job, Maddie.
Anyways, so yeah.
Good.
But I think I can definitely go tomorrow morning. Because the money is on the line, Philip. You don't understand like how much of a motivating factor that is,
No,
like
I
to get
think
my money's worth.
you're wired like my sister in this aspect. Like it's always like these like negative motivations. Like, oh, if I don't go, then I'm wasting the money that I spent. And it's like such a powerful motivator, but like I understand where you're coming from. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, these past few weeks, I've been also really anxious about money because I don't know if you saw my Finsta story, but I made a mistake in ordering something, trying to send something to my friend in the Korean military. And basically, I ordered a bunch of stuff, but then it turns out that service can't send things domestically within Korea. And so now just have this thing waiting for me, and it costs like $1 million to ship it somewhere. And I'm like, ugh. So like, I made this mistake, and the biggest like hurt to me is that I was irresponsible. And so I think that also makes me feel very like money conscious and anxious. So these past few weeks I have been very like wary about spending money. It's just like I think that's why I keep saying so many things have been happening because it's not just me starting jujitsu, but it's also like I've been spending so much money left and right, and genuinely, I just get scared because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be freaking broke. Even though I save so much money, like my mom is like, Maddie, you don't need to worry, because my mom has access to my accounts. But yeah, it's like $50 here, $50 there, and then it's making me anxious. And I
Speaking
keep
of
spending money,
yeah,
but it's okay.
so saving money. Good job, Maddie. good job that you're saving money. What would make you bust into your savings? Like let's say I went into prison tomorrow, right? And my bail was $15,000. Would you bail me out if I called you? I was sobbing. I was like, I made a big mistake. I'm in jail.
If I'm
Can
the
you
only
bail me
one
out?"
who can bail you out,
Yeah.
like if your parents can't bail you out, your sisters can't bail you out,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah. Let's say I'm like
$15,000.
I'm
What did you
so
do?
I'm so ashamed that I can't call my parents. You're the only one that I can like confess to. Like, I did this crime and now I'm in jail and I need to get out of here. My bail, the bail is. Don't freak out, Maddie. It's $15,000. And then you're gonna be
Honestly, I would do it
like, okay,
if you really can't. But
yeah,
I would, under the condition that you do tell your parents after you get bailed out, because I think your like accountability is very important, and you should be honest with your parents. And
okay.
I would trust you to pay me back eventually,
So what would be the upper limit?
like more than I own, probably.
Okay, would you go bankrupt for me just to bail me out?
I don't think there's any like universe or any situation where I would need to give up that much money. But if it's genuinely like a life-saving surgery and me, all of our friends, your parents, like you just need that much money to save your life, then of course I would. But
Okay,
jail,
but
I don't know. I think you deserve to stay in jail if you commit a crime.
life-saving surgery. Would you go into debt if I needed life-saving surgery? Like, would you take out a big fat loan?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of debt. So,
Yeah, but you would now be entering debt. Like, not only do you get all your savings and you spend it on my surgery, but
you know what? Yes, I would, because I think like if that were to happen, I think that would be like a big, like I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but eventually like it's so possible that something happens in my life where I do have to drop a lot of money and I do have to like go bankrupt or go into debt, right? Like it's entirely possible, right? Like I shatter every single bone in my body, or my sister shatters every single bone in her body, right? It's entirely possible. And I think what makes me so anxious about money is that like will I have enough saved if something like that happens? And I think if it does happen, which inevitably something big will happen, like I don't know, it's always a possibility. Then I think it's just like like it would just be like a refining moment for me, you know, to try to let go of those anxieties and not live my life always worrying about will I have enough money? Am I going to spend too much money, you know? So like if that did happen, then it would just be a lesson, you know? And money isn't the end. Like when I die, I'm not taking my money with me. So if anything, if I only have $1 left when I die, you know, there's not much that I'm leaving behind. I don't know. That's what I would
very
do.
touching.
So I would save you, Philip.
It's very touching.
Don't go. Okay, don't go and start committing crimes just to test me again. Would you do that
Put
to
your
me?
money where your mouth is, Maddie.
Would you
Now
do
I
that for
know.
me?
What is that? Define that.
Like, I need life-saving surgery,
Yeah.
and my mom and my dad, all my family and all my friends, like, they've given me as much money as they can, but the amount that's needed, that's left, is everything you have, plus some debt. Would you do it? But the thing is, but the catch is, like, I'm, like, all paralyzed. Like, I can't work to make it back. Like, it's very unlikely I'd be able to make that money back and pay you back. That one's
Well,
hard.
but can you like, will you still be an enriching friend to have? Like, or like, are you like paralyzed? You can't even
So-
speak.
Yeah, I can't speak. I can't like I'm like half as fun and witty. How about that?
Like,
And
you
I'm
can
paralyzed.
only,
I can't go on hiking. I can't go on hikes. I can't go to the beach. You can only see me in my hospital room when I'm bedridden.
and then you can only speak through your like your laptop, like with the Stephen Hawking voice. Is that what's going on?
Or yeah, something like that. I'm just like I'm not mobile. I can't go on hikes with you. I can't, you know.
Are you able to have a podcast with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I will use my last cent,
But our
and
viewership
I'll
goes
go.
down.
Why would it go down? People would be like, "Oh my gosh, she's so inspired," and then you would probably be saying like, "You know what? This is just a little bit of a trial that God's putting me through, and I'm being refined through it." And then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
So
And then
you're
we're
only
gonna
gonna save me for the clout.
I'll make a little TikTok short out of it, and then it's gonna go viral. We're gonna we're gonna making bank.
Oh my
You'll be the
goodness.
next Nick Vujicic. You know that
Okay,
guy?
I can't do podcasts.
You can't do
The
podcast. So
yeah,
the only thing that you're able to do is like I have to visit you in the hospital, and like I chit chat with
yeah,
you,
and we can talk. Yeah,
and like basically like it's like something I need to put in my schedule. Like, all right, this is something I need to do so Maddie doesn't get lonely in the hospital. She doesn't get depressed
yeah,
in the
yeah,
hospital.
yeah.
Okay, if you asked me for it, then I would. Like, Philip, I need this money to survive. Then I would.
Okay. Are you only saying that because I said I would? So you have to save face?
No, 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 no. I would. I would.
Okay. That's touching. Our viewership's going down. You need to say no, I wouldn't. I hate you. Okay, wait. Can we go back to the money thing?
Yes.
I think we're kind of still on the topic. But, and also going back to the, like, what we've been up to. Also, it's, like, really hot. I'm gonna take off my jacket. I'm, like, I think I look cute in this cardigan, but it's really hot. It's actually genuinely so hot over here on the West Coast. Do I look crazy? Okay. I think this is a source of shame for me, but I started collecting Pokemon cards.
Wow, Maddie. That's new.
But I think it's kind of stupid. So it all started when I hung out with Austin and we went to a bunch of card shops. And basically, I found this one card that I really liked, and it's a really like common kind of a basic card. But I saw this girl and she had a whole binder of all the same card. And low-key, I was inspired. I was like, I want to do that with a card that I like. Oh my gosh, someone's like growling outside. I'm so loud. So, don't be surprised, Philip, and don't be disappointed in me. I think my greatest like anxiety with money is that someone's gonna be disappointed in me and shake their head at me. And I think it stems from my mom, low-key. That's why I get so anxious. Did I tell you, like, I have this like crippling like habit of every time I wanted to buy something, I would have to ask my mom first. I told you about this, right?
I don't recall.
Well, ever since maybe 2 years ago, birth until 2 years ago, everything I bought, I had to ask my mom before, just so that she can like affirm me that it's not a waste of money. But I've been trying to like get rid of that because I think I think it makes me look like a loser, and also I have like this weird dependency on my mom for a lot of things, for life things, but I'm like a grown woman, so I shouldn't do that and try to, you know, hold myself accountable and not rely on her so much. Anyways, here's my Pokemon cards. Can you see?
Gotta catch 'em all. How come they're all the same Pokemon?
Because I wanted to do it like this.
What is going on? What Pokemon is that?
It's a Mawile card.
Oh, wow.
But the thing is like Mawile's not even my favorite Pokemon. I just think this card is so beautiful.
But why do you have so many of the same one? And how do you just get one of the same Pokemon card?
Okay, it makes me feel so ashamed, but when I look at it, like, I keep looking at it and I can't stop because I love it, looking at it so much.
You know what, Maddie? This is a good sign. I think this shows that this is a strong indicator that you're very cut out for monogamy. Just the way you're like, have one Pokemon card and that's it. Out of all
Like,
not just 151, but like I don't know how many generations of Pokemon there are. But it's probably like 1,000 Pokemon.
There's 1,065 Pokemon.
1,065, but you can focus on one and you're obsessed and just look at one Pokemon.
Wait, did I ever give up the impression I was for polygamy?
No. I mean, I don't know. What do you think,
I
Maddie?
never said that. What are you indicating? But yeah. So let me explain why I'm doing this, okay? Because I think I have some deeper reasons, and I would love to hear our viewers' thoughts and your thoughts on this, okay? Because
Sure.
I feel like a crazy person, low key. But seeing this, it makes me feel very satisfied. Okay. So first off, I think there are so many Pokemon cards that are super cute and super fun, and there's a lot that I like. However, I cannot justify paying more than like $10 for a card. Like, I think that's ridiculous. I think it's like a piece of paper. And I get why other people do it, like it's a collecting thing. But for me, I like to have things that have like genuine value. Like this DJI camera, it's for vlogging. It can like create some like value in my life, right? Like memories or something. But Pokemon cards, it's kind of like it's just a card to look at. Like, what value does it bring to my life? Like, even a squishy, like I can play with it and like I take some value out of it every day. But Pokemon cards, I can't justify it, right? And when it comes to making a binder, I would just want all these cards, right? And I just don't think it'd be satisfying to look at. Like, I look at it once and I'm like, done, right? I could just download a picture of it on my phone. That's it, right? So I just don't have to see any value, and it just makes me too overwhelmed to be like, I like this card and this card, this card. And then in the binder, I wouldn't know how to organize it. Like, it's just so overwhelming. Like, oh, do I organize it by color, or do I organize it by like the number, or do I organize it by like how much I like the card? So it's just too overwhelming to think about. And then it's like I have to take time to look at each individual one. But when I look at this, it's all one card that I love so much, and it's relatively cheap, and it's just so satisfying to see it all filled up. And then the last reason is that I feel very unique, okay? I feel like no one I don't want to collect a card that everybody else likes, okay? Like, oh, I like this like Sylveon card. No, guys. That's so basic, and I don't want to be like everyone else. I want to shock people with this, okay? I want people to know, oh, she's so unique. She likes this card so much. And only I like this card in the whole entire world so much that I'm the only one in this whole entire world who has a binder with only this card. Okay? So that's my reason. And guess what?
What?
I have 70 more on the way.
Maddie.
Like 70. But let me be clear, okay? Let me be clear. I only paid $50 total. And I made sure to get free shipping on most of them. And then if I had to pay shipping, that the cost per card, like including the shipping, was at a reasonable price, okay? And so I calculated all, like, I think I paid $50 total for like the 70 that I ordered. 70 divided by 50, it's 50 divided by 70 is a pretty good price. It's like below $1. Which all of these at the card shop that I went to, he charged me $1, even though I tried to haggle a little bit. So that's my justification. And it still makes me feel bad to know that I paid like $70 for this card. What do you think? Am I crazy? Like, am I going crazy? Like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
Maddie, I definitely think that this is some kind of like new hyperfixation, but I didn't really like, see you as someone that's super hyperfixated on things normally. But you know what? I respect it. Like I respect that you have one beautiful card that you like, and you're just trying to collect all of that one card, and you're trying to be faithful to it.
But
and you're not even gonna look at other cards, and it's your one true love. So, good job. Good job.
I think you're looking at me like I'm a crazy person. I think you're looking at me like I'm a crazy person. Like, you're like, it's okay. You're not crazy. That's what you sound like right now. I only have 28 in here. But I'm about to have 98 of them.
Oh my goodness. This is
And even then it won't fill up. I got this binder for like $2 at Daiso, okay? So steal. But yeah. But the thing is, Philip, and I feel like I feel like this episode is like my therapy session, okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm talking about my anxieties and money. I I know you said I don't seem like a person with hyperfixations, but I have like an illness of like very short-term hyperfixation. Do you know
Mm.
what I'm can you like guess what I'm talking about or kind of like so for example, it's like when you get so hyperfixated on something and you're waiting for yourself to get it and you're like so waiting for the moment you get it and you finally get it and you love it but then you want something else later. Like it's just like human greed. Do you know what I'm saying? So for example, my cute bag that my friend brought me from Korea. Oh my gosh. I would like look at pictures of it like every day. I'm like, should I get it? Should I buy it? And then the opportunity arose where she was like, she's in Korea. She's like, Maddie, I'll go get it for you. I'm like, yes. And so I was just waiting for the day that I met her and I was able to get the bag and I was like, yes. And I would look at the bag all the time. And now, obviously, actually, I still genuinely do love the bag. But like now it's like it's gone. Like that thrill, like the love of something new is just gone, right? And I feel like that's like me with this. Like I can't wait until I get all 70 and I can just start sticking it in this binder. And then what am I gonna do after that? It's just gonna collect dust somewhere and I'm gonna be like, dude, why did I spend $70 on that for such a temporary joy? Like am I insane? Like should I just become like a nun and relinquish all my possessions? Philip, is there something wrong with me?
Well, Maddie, all
What do you
life
think? What do you think?
is
What would your therapist say?
my therapist. Um, Unfortunately, I'm not a therapist, so I don't know what my therapist would say. I don't want to psychoanalyze my therapist to think about what he would say. But you know what, Maddie? Life is just a volume of happiness, and every day you get a sliver of temporary happiness, and it stacks up and stacks up and stacks up, and that's what creates what we call life. Until the day you die, it's just full of temporary happiness. And this accumulation of happiness, sometimes it turns into a feeling of contentment and fulfillment. And so, you know what? Until we get there, let's keep chasing our temporary happinesses. And I think I'm happy for
But
you
don't
that
you
you have
never
a
feel
fixation.
satisfied?
Yeah, I mean, like when I bought my car, I was like, oh yeah, new car, new car. And then, I crashed it a couple times, I got into a
A
couple
couple
accidents.
times.
and and now it's like I was like I was like gloating and thrilled that I had like a brand new car. I was flexing it. I was like, oh yeah, I got all this six speaker system that, all the girls are gonna like it. But then like no one really cares at the end of the day. But I was happy for that first couple months. But
Yeah, it's like when you get a new phone and like
yeah,
you set it gently on the table, but then like a few months later you throw your phone on your bed.
yeah. So that's why we store our treasures in heaven, right, Maddie?
Amen. Amen. I think that's what also made me feel like anxious because I'm just like, I should be using my money wisely. And I genuinely do. Like, I save so much of like the money that I get from working every month from my paycheck. So, and I think like I really do need to stop like being so dependent on like my mom for like validation like oh is it worth it, is it worth it, because I think it just makes me go crazy. That's why like when like you're gonna think I'm insane, but when I signed up for jujitsu, like at this point I think I'm a lot less inclined to ask my mom for affirmation. But when I told her, I'm like, oh, I signed up, it was $300. She was like, oh, okay. And I was like nagging her. I was like, is that okay? Like, what do you think? Is it good? And she was like, yes, it's good. If you enjoy it and you're getting exercise, then it's good. So I was like, oh, okay. Confirmed, you know? But I think there's something wrong with me. For sure. And maybe it will come when I move out, you know? Oh my
It's
gosh.
okay, Maddie.
That was
I
my
think you're doing
rant.
good. You're doing good. You're doing well.
And sorry I was talking this whole time, but I just, like, I think I'm great. Like,
No, you had so many interesting things going on, and then maybe when I have interesting things going on, I can also go and just unload everything.
okay.
But
That's so kind of you to say.
I think you can take some solace in that. Like, imagine if
Solace.
yeah, solace. Imagine if I committed a severe crime and I went in jail and then you had to bail me out. At least that hasn't happened. So basically, you have all this money that you would have used anyway to bail me out of jail. So it's like,
Oh,
just
girl
spend
math?
it.
Girl math?
Yeah. Because you
I
already
didn't have to
committed.
I didn't have to bail Philip out of jail. I'm
But
up $15,000.
yeah, you have all this free money. Think about it that way.
That's funny. That's
All
quite
right, should we
funny.
go to the mailbox?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
We have 5 questions, which is actually not bad because they're all new. They're all brand new questions. Should I read it?
Yeah.
All right.
What the heck?
We have a question from Maddie's #1 fan from Indonesia. Who might that be? Do you know?
I don't know. Genuinely, like, I don't know who any of these people are except for one person, but he already told me that he was the one who asked it. All right,
I'll read the
continue.
question.
Ask the question.
What are some of your guys' favorite or formative games, toys from your childhood? All right, I'll go for you. I know you love Clue.
Wait, I'm not even joking. I never played Clue when I was a child.
Really?
I played it or no, I guess it is maybe I was a child. I was like in high school because I always played like at church. That's a good guess though. I think Clue would be my formative adult game. I want to buy it on tabletop and like play on my own. But what's yours? Go ahead. You go ahead first, and I'll actually bring out. I feel like this goes back into money. I guess it's a good theme. What are yours, Philip?
I mean, I don't think I had like crazy games. Like, I don't know, like Operation with the guy with the red nose. Like, I don't know. Did he have a red nose or something?
What about
But he was
toys? Toys. It could be toys.
Toys. I remember I had
Bakugan?
Bakugan. Maybe I had a couple of those. I don't know if it was formative.
What did you even do as a child if you can't remember your toys?
I had Legos, but I never had like a Lego
Ooh.
set. I had just like a big like it was like a suitcase almost, like full of like random assortment of Legos. I don't even know where those came from. I think like they got donated to us. It's just like a big fat box.
Wait,
of
yeah, I have a
Legos.
question.
Yeah.
Because you grew up, like, you have 2 older sisters. You have no, like, hand-me-down toys or hand-me-down clothes, right? So, like, what did your
No,
parents do?
I
Like,
had I
I
had
feel
a
like if
lot
it
of
was,
hand-me-down clothes.
what, like t-shirts? Jeans? Dresses?
Everything. Okay, so I remember this was in elementary
Because, like, by the
school,
time
okay?
you're at your 3rd child, you know? Are you gonna go out and buy the newest, like, Lego set for your son, you know? When you already have 2 other kids? 3rd
Are
grade
you
what?
asking,
Sorry.
are you asking me if I did have hand-me-downs or if I didn't have hand-me-downs?
No, I'm like, because, you know, when I was a kid, right, like, I played with a lot of, like, little dolls and stuff. But
Right.
when I was too old for, like, these toys, like, they would go to my sister. And it made sense because I'm a girl and she's a girl and she would be able to play with that, you know? So,
Yeah.
sorry, I interrupted your story. What did you have in 3rd grade?
I don't know if it was 3rd grade, but this is just a story about hand-me-downs. It's not related to toys or games at all. But like, the teacher was teaching us about elastic, all right, and she was like, "You know what elastic is?" I was like, "No." The class was like, "No, I don't know what elastic is. It's like the material that's like it's stretchy, but it goes back to the original position. And guess what? It's in your socks. So everybody take out your socks." And so like everybody like lifted up their pants to look at their socks, right? And then my socks had frills on it because they were heavy. They're like really cute lacy socks, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to
Aww.
show this anymore."
That's kind of funny. That sounds like something straight out of, like, a show or something.
You know, but yeah, I had like a lot of, I had some hand-me-downs.
Like, did you
Um,
play? I guess my question was related to like, would you play with dolls because your sisters had dolls or something like that? You know?
I don't really remember. I don't think we really had that many dolls. I mean, I remember seeing some like
Okay, what did
naked
you do for fun
Barbies
when you
around
were
the
a
house.
kid?
Um, I don't know. I played with my sisters probably.
Oh
Do
yeah,
like
you had two older sisters.
booger monster. Try to wipe boogers on each other. Things like that.
Your parents are probably like, well, at least you don't have to buy them toys. I feel like I had a lot of favorite toys. Little's Pet Shop. I did also have Barbies, but I had My Scene. They were like the. I actually learned later they were Barbies, like comeback against like Bratz. So they're like these like Barbie type, kind of more teenage dolls. Lincoln Logs. A lot of like the toys from McDonald's Happy Meals we would play with a lot. And of course, Pokemon. Okay, let me bring out my collection because I have it right here in me. One thing I also like to collect are like electronics. And I made a TikTok on this before. But this was my very first console. The original DS. Can everybody see? I got this when I was 5 years old from my uncle, okay? Next. The DS Lite. With its very flimsy. This was my second one, okay? And I never got rid of these, which I'm very glad I did. Next, the DSi with the camera. This one I was older. I got a black one. And it has a peekapoo on it. I collected a lot of these when I was little. And then I didn't get the DS XL, but I did get the 2DS. This is so pretty. I loved this color. This was another hyperfixation of mine. I was like, I have to have the seafoam green color. I never played with it that much. And then recently, kind of last year, no, 2 years ago, I wanted this so bad. Ever since I was like 18 years old. Do you see this?
Yeah.
A great condition pink Game Boy Advance. Isn't it so beautiful? It was $85. I had wanted this for so long. Like, and I think I was too old or too young when that Game Boy Advance came out, so I never like got one. But I had been hunting for a pink one for so long, like my whole, like for the past 10 years probably. And I found one on Facebook Marketplace. And I have this bad habit of going and buying things from Facebook Marketplace by myself. Like, can you imagine, like me, the most paranoid person? I go to a random neighborhood and I meet a strange man to buy a pink Game Boy Advance SP.
Game Boy Advance SP was actually my like generation. Like that's what I played on. But I had a Game Boy Color that my dad got
Yes.
through shady means. And it was like not the foldable one. It was like this. And I had Pokemon
Yeah,
Silver.
it was like this.
Yeah.
Really? Dude.
Yeah. But the
You
thing
know what?
is,
I still... Yeah.
yeah, it was like something was wrong with the game or the Game Boy Advance or the Game Boy Color. What was it called? Game Boy Color? Was it Game Boy Color? But
So
it
there's a
didn't
Game Boy
save.
Color is like this, and then the Game Boy Advance without the SP is like this.
Okay.
I think you
it
had the
was a
color.
Game Boy Color. It was like this. It's like,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
did
yeah,
it
yeah.
yeah, but it didn't save. So like, I remember somebody was telling me, oh yeah, have you gotten to the gym yet? Have you gotten the red Gyarados yet? And I never did because like I could only like get my first Pokemon and like get to the first city and then I would try to save the game and I would turn it off and I turn it back on. It would always go back to Professor Oak and I'm like, no, my progress. And so I just like played the first like I don't know 30 minutes of it every time, and that was quite sad. But
Oh,
then
Philip, that's so sad.
yeah, it's okay because I got the Game Boy SP and then I got Pokemon Fire Red, and then I got
Dude,
the
you know
Nintendo
those
DS.
cartridges cost so much if you have an original one, and I still have my original Leaf Green and Emerald.
Really?
Oh yeah. You know what is also going for a lot? I used to have Tamagotchis. You know I love Tamagotchi.
He knows Veggie.
These I had, truthfully, my phase was when I was 21 in my last year of college. This one I found on OfferUp for $50. This is the Tamagotchi Fairy On in pink. $50 off of OfferUp. I made my dad go get it because I was at school and he was back home, so I made him go get it. This one I felt bad after. I paid $120 off of eBay. This is the Tamagotchi On Wonder Garden, okay? Look how cute it is. Do you guys see this? So beautiful, so cute. I don't play it anymore, but I've been looking at the prices recently. This pink one is a little bit more common, but it's going for like $200 plus. This one I've seen like being sold for $350. Isn't that so amazing? Like, I feel awesome having it because everybody wants it. I'm like, I have it and you don't, you know? And it's just sitting in my drawer collecting dust. Doesn't that feel kind of bad?
Maybe you should sell it.
Sorry. See, I keep thinking about it. I'm like, I need to make up for the losses of buying all these Pokemon cards. But I like that I have something that somebody else doesn't. Isn't it so evil? Like, if I sell it, like, I don't have that personal, like, private clout anymore.
Yeah.
And I love, like, little, like digital, like, devices. And I just like having it, you know? So, I feel like I'm not gonna sell it. Maybe it's gonna be worth $500 later.
I see. Well, yeah.
Anyways.
Besides that, I also liked other games that just come up on the top of my head. I like to play Connect 4 because it made me feel smart.
Oh.
And then
You can play it on Game Pigeon.
that's true. I don't know if I've ever played it on Game Pigeon. But
I'm gonna send you one after.
Okay. And I like playing Risk with the boys in like 6th grade. Like that was like the thing. Like, oh yeah, we're going to war with each other, and it was like lit, you know.
Lit. You're old as freak.
Lit is not that old. Lit was high school.
Really?
High school vernacular. Yeah, we said that in high school.
High school was like 10 years ago.
Oh, I guess.
He's living in the past.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have anything else to say?
No, but I did like this opportunity to show my collection. Thank you so much, whoever asked.
Good.
Thank you to my fan, my number one fan. I didn't even know I knew anyone from Indonesia.
All right.
All right.
Do you want to go to the next one?
I'll read the next one.
Okay.
Yeah. From King Kong and Chaewon Fusion plus Chaewon Fusion. I have no idea what that means. What is your guys' last meal? Parentheses. Last meal is the meal that you have before you get executed brutally. Brutally? And if you were constrained to one dish, not a full meal, but a singular style of dish, what would you eat for the rest of your life? So this is 2 parts. Your last meal, and then if you had to, the only meal you would have the rest of your life. What a singular style of dish. So I think it could be like kimbap, but it could be maybe have different ingredients in it. Or like, I don't think it can be like general, like ramen. I think ramen could be one. What would you say?
Oh, I'm a bit confused by
It's
the
hard.
King Kong and Chaewon fusion. Like, why are they fusing these two different things? Chaewon is like kind of like a petite.
Is it like a meme
girl
or
with
something?
a bob, and King Kong is kind of, you know. It's like how does that even work? I'm a bit confused. But if I try to look past that, last meal before you get executed brutally. Do you think the brutality of the execution like will also weigh on me when I'm like trying to decide? Because like let's say it was just like a chill execution. It's like pretty humane.
Like electric chair?
Yeah, well I don't think that's chill, but like I don't know.
Like
Lethal
a shot.
injection. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then if it's brutal, like they're gonna guillotine me, then maybe I'll.
I think that's to make you like really enjoy your last moment. But like if I know I'm gonna get executed brutally, I'm like, dude, just do it now. Like I'll be starving. It's fine. So let's just say it's just your last meal. I think the Like, I feel like last meal question is just like a veiled question to ask, like, what's your most favorite thing in the entire world? So, what is your most favorite thing in the entire world?
Well, I mean, it's kind of
Um,
like cheesy, but like you probably want something that's cooked by like your mom or something, right? Mm.
mm,
Mm.
no offense.
Grandmother's shike. Oh, that's the drink for my meal. And then I don't know, like maybe like kamjatang cooked by my mother. Lot of different
Mm,
veggies, like they've been brewed and the veggies are like falling apart. And yeah,
I maybe like an olive grilled cheese with tomato soup.
wait, Olive Garden?
Olive grilled cheese with olives in it.
You can't wait to have all those olives at Olive Garden.
I can't believe you still remember that. Um, Something with olives. Olives are so good. Tomato soup. I love tomato soup.
Just it can be cooked by anyone.
I think
Okay,
it.
what?
Honestly, I think it just depends on what I'm feeling that day, right? Like,
Okay, how
sometimes
about
I'm
how about this?
feeling
You have to choose either me, Austin, or friend B to cook your last meal. Who would you
Austin.
choose? Really?
Austin.
I would choose
Wait, I
me.
know. I told you when I visited him. Okay, if you would choose you, but when I visited him and he cooked for me, like out of all the meals I ate when I was there, like I genuinely think that the things I ate that he made for me were like the best things I tasted that whole entire trip. I'm like not even joking. Both of
I
them
think
so
so.
good. Oh my god, not
Austin
to
cooked.
glaze him, but like genuinely.
Austin cooked for me like this baked mac and cheese, but he told me he doubled every like cheese, and so it was like so thick and it was so juicy, and I was
But
like,
he told
oh,
me that you ate like the whole thing.
I ate a lot of it because I can like handle it. But I was like, oh, like very cheesy. It was quite interesting, but I do think Austin is good at cooking. Oh, he did make me this.
Okay,
What's that thing? The noodle dish with the egg in it, the egg yolk.
the
Um, the
the
fancy, the
udon, like the
Japanese.
creamy udon.
Yeah, the mentaiko udon. That was pretty good.
Yes, oh, that was so good. But
Good
I will
job, Austin.
say, no matter how good it was, I would not have him cook my last meal because I don't think I'm not gonna give him that pleasure to mix to that honor of being someone's last meal.
Imagine being disappointed. Like really,
Oh.
like you think you're gonna cry because you're like so touched by like the thought and care that was put into your last meal, but you're just crying
Mm-hmm.
because you're disappointed. Like oh, it doesn't taste like it's
Oh,
under
that's
seasoned.
true. Like
Yeah.
I think like if I were about to die, like I don't think my no offense to my mom, but it's not like that banging what my mom makes. But there are some meals that are very like it makes me happy because it's good and I know that my mom made it. Probably like her kimchi jjigae. I don't know. And then like being able to eat knowing that I'm eating what my mom's like hands had touched. Like I think that's probably the most important to me. But like taste wise, I'd take an olive grilled cheese made by my mom as well. Like on my birthday, she would make me like she would panini press a grilled cheese with olives in it for my birthday. So good. Oh, so good, so good. And then some tomato soup. Dang.
It does sound pretty good. Olive.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then constrained to one meal for the rest of your life.
Oh,
I
is
feel
that
like I get
another
tired of
question?
all. Yeah, I think I get tired of all grilled cheese every day.
One meal for the rest of your life. But like, is it like a cheating thing? Like, if you like choose something that has a lot of different ingredients in it, and then like,
Like
I don't know.
pizza with, but
Yeah,
sometimes you could do all meat or all veggies.
yeah, or like a burrito.
But
You choose
even
whatever
I
you want
think
to put
that's
in your burrito.
okay.
Yeah.
Burrito is a little. I think pizza, any pizza would count. But a burrito, you could be like, oh, I'm gonna put rice and kogi and kimchi in it. I'm just gonna eat it, and that's the style of a burrito. I don't think that counts. Dang.
I don't know. Just
Probably
give me
something
something with
that's
protein and it's healthy. I'll just choose
yeah,
like health over utility at this point.
like kimchi
Um,
jjigae.
your kimchi fried rice or something with an egg, sunny side up egg on top. Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
kimchi jjigae has gogi and kimchi, and
Well,
you can put
kimchi is like
noodles,
it's like too
and it's soup.
salty. It's too salty. It's too salty to eat every
But
day.
I hope it's a given that we can have some water too, and pop or noodles in it.
That's true.
As long as my pop can be separate. Do you eat your like jjigae with like separate, or do you put the soup with the coop with the water, or I mean with the
Definitely
rice?
separately.
Yes, separate,
I don't know
separate.
anyone who puts it together. So.
No, okay. I told my dad because I was talking about this with my dad and my mom. They like everyone who's older than me, like my mom's age, they love to eat it together, like mixed in, right? And I was telling my dad, I'm like, that doesn't like, it's kind of gross like that. Like me and my sister love it separate. Me and like all my friends like it separate. But then my dad was telling me, he was like, well, I think it's because back then we were so poor that we didn't have as much like jjigae, so you had to mix it with your rice to make it last longer. And I was like, all right. So I think maybe that's why older people like to put it together, because he was like, you had to make it last longer, so you have to mix the soup with the rice.
Fair. What do you think? Are we out of time? Or should we do one more question?
The last one, I think we could do. I think we can do. Yeah, let's just do the last one.
What do you
You
mean
read
last
it.
one? There's 3 more.
Or like one more as the last one.
Okay. Totally not your personal FBI agent says, if you could commit one crime and get away with it, what would it be?
I don't really want to commit any crime.
I always commit crime and I get
What?
away with it. I'm always speeding every day.
Oh. I don't. I'll have. This is kind of hard.
Okay, how about stealing from the most
Maybe
evil
beating someone
billionaire
up.
in the world? Stealing their entire
Yeah, something like
fortune.
that.
Yeah.
I was saying like beating someone up.
Who would you
Maybe
beat up?
someone who's wronged me, or somebody that I don't like. Someone who has wronged somebody that I love.
Interesting.
Or um I don't really want to commit a crime, to be honest.
Then don't
Ooh,
do it.
maybe driving on the wrong side of the road.
Ooh.
I was thinking
Ooh.
about it today because I was somewhere where I couldn't make a U-turn,
Ooh.
where it was only one way.
Have you ever done that on accident?
No.
I did on accident a couple times here, but it's because here it's like there's many like one-way roads, so like it's easy to accidentally turn into like the wrong way in the one-way road. And like oh
Oh my gosh,
shoot, I think
that made
we
me
gotta
so
get out of here.
scared. That made me so. Actually, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that anymore because it makes me so anxious that another car is coming down the road.
Yeah, it's a pretty anxious thing.
Maybe drive. No, I don't want to drive really fast because it's dangerous. Maybe. I don't know. I really. I'll have to think about it. How about I think about it and I'll bring it next episode
How about
if I
like
think about a really good one.
how about like you abduct someone and you take their place for a day, like let's say
Whoa.
like
Oh, maybe. Oh no, I don't want to kill somebody. There are a lot of evil people in the world though. Maybe break in somewhere, like onto like a set, like and what and or something. I don't know. But then it's like if you break onto the set, will someone actually even want to talk to you? I don't know. This is really difficult. This is actually more difficult than I thought.
let's reconvene next time and get good answers for this question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm just such a rule follower, I guess.
If you have more questions, send them in. Thanks for submitting. And do you have anything closing remarks? All right, well, This has been another fantastic episode of I Don't Hate You.